The Grimwade family actually showing real life despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling life, smothered in crash to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hezzy, Hosanna, Harper and Hallie, and I ain't forget that has a rage and family.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Grimwade Family channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I just wanted to say a personal thank you from myself for all those of you that have been checking up on me on Instagram and just checking in, just messaging, saying, I hope you're doing okay, Ella. It's really lovely to be connecting with you guys like that. And of course, those of you that are seeing me on our stories on a daily basis have been seeing how I've been feeling, how I've been coping, and just you guys messaging and making your suggestions as to stuff I could use for my morning sickness, and just generally checking in to see if I'm okay. It's really kind of you and I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. And if you don't follow us on Instagram already, like I've just said, there's lots going on there on a daily basis because we're always uploading on our stories. So if you don't follow us, make sure you go follow us on Instagram. It's at the Grimwade Family, and just check out what we're doing on there. So sorry, I don't know why I'm shouting at you guys. So basically you can see here that I have a young lady sitting next to me who's not usually sitting next to me. Tim has very much changed. What is your name?
I'm Eleanor.
You are Eleanor. And who are you to me?
My big sister.
She's my big sister. No, she's my little sister. I'm her big sister. This is my youngest sister, Eleanor. What's your whole name?
Eleanor Faith Brown.
You missed a special part. You missed Grandma's part of your name. What's that bit? Eleanor Faith
Brown.
Ruby Brown. Yeah, that's her whole name, and part of her name is after my mum's mum, Ruby Humes. So you've got a special name in there because you're special. And Eleanor, how old are you?
You
have to remind me on this because I don't always remember. I've got so many other dates.
I'm 24.
You're 24?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, so you were 24 on your last birthday?
Yes.
And let everybody on YouTube know, when is your birthday, Eleanor?
1st of December.
There you go, because Eleanor makes sure she lets people know, usually on a regular basis, when her birthday is. So her birthday is on the 1st of December. And how old will you be on your next birthday then? You're 24 now, so on your next one you'll be
25.
Oh my days, 25. That must make you a big woman.
Yep.
Yep, so definitely must make you a big woman. As she will make sure we know I'm a big woman, you know, innit?
Yeah.
That's what she likes to think. Okay, no, very good. So guys, I just wanted to have a conversation with Eleanor and with you guys, because you know, on the Grimwade Family channel we like to share our lives with you in a way that hopefully will encourage anybody that can relate to what we go through in our lives. And I thought I'd just have a discussion with my little sister here and bring you guys in on a part of my life and some of the children's lives that maybe you don't get to take part in so much, which is what involves my little sister Eleanor. Now Eleanor, what is it that you have that makes you maybe different from some other people?
I've got my heart problem.
You haven't got a heart problem anymore. When you was born, you actually had a hole in your heart. And I think Hosanna may have mentioned this on Hazariah's gender reveal vlog actually. That her auntie, when her auntie was born, had a hole in her heart, and this is the auntie she's talking about. So Eleanor, when she was born, had a hole in her heart, and we had to visit the Children's Hospital in London, which is called Great Ormond Street, several times for the doctors to monitor her heart. But over time, the hole in your heart just closed up. So that's not an issue that you have anymore. But there's something that's different about you to like some other people. Do you know what it's called? It begins with a D.
Down syndrome.
Yes, you've got Down syndrome, haven't you?
Yeah.
And do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, well, I'm not going to get too medical, but I think the plainest example that I can give to you is that Eleanor, when she was born, had an extra chromosome, that's what it is, and I think it's the chromosome number 21. I might have that wrong, but I think that's what it is, and that's what causes Down syndrome. Now, we actually found out when Eleanor was just a few days old, because there were a few signs. So on the palms of Eleanor's hands, I don't know if they're still like, go like that for me, Eleanor. On the palms of Eleanor's hands, I don't know if you can see, there was something about the lines in Eleanor's hands, and I think they've changed now, but when she was born, I think these lines here, oh no, maybe it's on this hand. I think these lines in the middle joined, and for some reason that is a sign. On both of my hands you can see they're separate here on both hands, and I don't know if that's the same with everybody, but that was apparently a sign. I remember that being. And then also I think Eleanor was jaundiced when she was born, which means her skin was of a yellowy kind of look, and that again is another sign. And the doctors just basically, I think she hadn't passed her first the first poo that you have to do when you're a baby, which is a very dark black one. I don't think she'd passed that, and from what I remember, I mean, my mum will have to correct me afterwards if I'm wrong, but I think she hadn't passed that, and that is another sign that there might be something a bit not okay. So then we had some tests done, and we found out that Eleanor actually had Down syndrome, which was a massive deal for us as a family, because it just meant life was going to be different for all of us. And I actually remember as a child, I remember when we lived at Lambourne Road in Leytonstone, I remember sitting down on the sofa with you when you was a baby and saying, sis, do you know what, you're a bit different from the rest of us, but do you know what it means? It just means that you're very, very special. Because I was always very concerned that people didn't look at you and say you're different in a bad way, but just looked at you and said you're a special person. And it just means you needed lots more love. But do you know what? Down syndrome people in general actually show lots of love. They're generally very loving, and Eleanor, if you meet my sister Eleanor, you'll find out that she's a very loving person, and she's very, very friendly, and she'll want to tell you her whole life story when she first meets you, innit? What do you usually like to tell people when you first meet them about yourself? What sort of things do you love?
I love like dancing, I go to college, drama, anything, just singing, netball. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, so Eleanor was saying she loves dancing, singing, going to college, doing netball. She loves that stuff because it's great. And what is it, for example, out of those activities that you would say is your most favourite activity?
Drama.
Drama? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure I agree with that, Eleanor. What is the one thing that you love to do? Like at all of our family birthday parties, what is it you love to do?
Like dancing.
Yes.
Sing my birthdays.
You love to dance, don't you?
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you have ever seen Eleanor dance. If you have, put it in the comment section below. But if you haven't, maybe one day you'll see it in one of our family parties. I don't know. But Eleanor can throw down on the dance floor. When she decides she's going to have a dance, she puts her whole self into it, which I think is fantastic, because anything you are going to do in life, you must put your all in, and Eleanor definitely does that when it comes to dancing. Do you do dance classes at the moment?
I went to be with my cousin Pauline. Like gonna go to a waterfront.
Okay.
It's me, Jada and Dan,
Jada and Danielle go to
dancing like waterfront.
Doing dance lessons.
Yeah.
There's a leisure centre called Waterfront, and that's where they do their dance classes. I don't know if they still go on now, but you used to go regularly with Jada and Daniela, who are our little cousins, aren't they?
Yeah.
So Eleanor, I'm going to ask you a few more questions about your Down syndrome, if you don't mind me asking. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it about your Down syndrome that kind of makes things hard for you?
Like reading and writing.
Yeah. Do you find it a bit difficult to kind of read
really, really different to writing, like writing and reading. Reading is really too hard for me.
It's really hard. It's not too hard. It's just it's a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I know, for example, you can write. Whose names can you write?
I write like people's names.
Which people's names can you write?
Tim's. I write Tim with
Yes.
T-E-M.
T-I-M.
Nearly.
T-I-M. And then who else's names can you write?
Hosanna.
Yes. And who else?
Hallie. Hosanna. Hosanna Rain.
Yep. And who else?
Harper.
Yep.
Hazariah. And Hezekiah.
Yes, you can write all your... Who are they to you?
It's my niece.
And
nephews.
Yes, and you can write all your nieces and nephews' names, which I think is fantastic. So Eleanor learnt to write all of her nieces and nephews' names since the day they've been born. She's obviously practiced their names, and she can always write them now in birthday cards or Christmas cards, which I think is really good. And you can write my name, and you can write your name and Elizabeth and Mum and Dad, can't you?
Yeah.
Which is good. But yes, reading and writing is something that is hard for you because your mind works a bit differently to the rest of us. But I tell you something, there are some things that are not at all difficult for Eleanor to be able to do. So Eleanor has had various different devices like camcorders or what are they called, tablets. And I tell you what, from day since Eleanor's had these devices, she's been able to work out, for example, how to record on her camera and then load it onto the TV, like connect it to the TV through the correct lead and play what she's recorded on her camera on the TV. You know how to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
And I haven't taught you that. Tim hasn't taught you that. You worked it out yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
So she has been able to use her own mind to concentrate on something that she is interested in. And I think that is the key. The things that she's interested in, she's able to work out. And do you find that it's easier for you to learn things that you enjoy doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because even like yesterday when I was at Mum and Dad's house with you, Mum and Dad were saying that you cooked something the other day. What is it that you cooked?
I cooked soup.
She cooked soup all by herself. And tell the viewers what you did.
So new tomatoes,
Can of tomatoes,
carrots, pepper, and the hot
sweet chili sauce, wasn't it?
chili sauce. And gonna mix it up together, and yeah.
You mixed it up together in the blender, didn't you?
Yeah.
And my mum and dad said Eleanor made this soup, and this soup was
Lovely.
It was lovely. They said it was tasty, and they heated it up, and they had this soup. And Eleanor was able to go in the kitchen, and she did that herself. So I think I'm saying this as an encouragement to anybody who might have a Down syndrome child or niece or nephew or even friend. I think the best way to help a Down syndrome person learn is to let them learn through things that they enjoy doing. And you've cooked other things before as well, haven't you? Like you can cook. What else can you cook in the kitchen?
I cook like chips and nuggets and salad. Yeah.
You can make a salad, can't you? And you've done scrambled egg at home before, haven't you?
Yeah.
So there are a few things. And can you do salmon under the grill? Nearly. Well, she can nearly do salmon under the grill. So maybe that might have to be another video where Eleanor cooks us a meal, yeah? She's been wanting to do that for a long time, so you never know. Watch this space. But also, I mean, for us, with Eleanor, we've always tried to treat her normally. Yeah, and I go like this because you know that there is a condition there that is going to hold her back. But rather than thinking in a way of, okay, well, because she's going to be held back, we're going to treat her differently, we are always trying to help Eleanor excel. So we will maybe set you a task that maybe you don't know how to do, but then you have to learn what to do. And whether it's chores in the home, like helping mummy empty the dishwasher and put things away, or use the washing machine, or whatever it is, you just have to learn how to do it. And then once you've learned how to do it, you're able to do it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just because a person has Down syndrome doesn't mean that they are now cut out of life. There are plenty of Down syndrome people, and I don't even like saying Down syndrome people, but people have Down syndrome who can have a perfectly wonderful, lovely life. If there was something you would like to achieve in your life, do you know what I mean by achieve?
I don't know.
Get done. So like, for example, would it be maybe, I don't know, to go to a different country, or get married, or learn to drive a car, or get a job, all these sorts of things? What would be your biggest dream?
I got like a job, like doing. I'm at my at Carline's house. I'm doing like cleaning. Carline's like, Eleanor, that's good. So I have money as well, because I'm saving up to buy a new tablet.
Okay.
So yeah.
So have a job. That's something you like to do because you can earn money.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good a good want to have in life, to be able to have a job so you can earn money and save up for the things that you want to get. So that is fantastic. Eleanor, can I ask you a question that I've probably never asked you before? Do you think we as your family, as in mummy and daddy, myself, Andre and Elizabeth, do you think we understand what it's like being or having Down syndrome?
I do love parents and team and you guys, and yeah, I love Andre and that. Yeah.
But do you think we know what it's like to have Down syndrome?
Not really.
No. Do you think there's any way that we could help you more?
To love me more? I don't know. Yeah.
Just to love you more?
Yeah.
Well, Eleanor, we can definitely work on that, because I know we're not perfect. And, you know, it's a challenge to all of us. You all have to love your family more and be there for them more and to treat them better, I reckon. I know Mummy puts a lot of time into you, doesn't she?
Yeah.
But I guess that is a challenge. Hearing you say that is a challenge to us as your family members to love you more. So I'm glad I asked you that question. So Eleanor, do you really have any Down syndrome friends?
No.
Not really. No. And I guess from how I've seen you be with other Down syndrome people, you kind of a bit like, oh, I'm not really sure how to act around them.
No, not really.
Not really. Anytime like I've seen you kind of like meet other Down syndrome people, you've kind of been a bit like, oh, I don't really know kind of like how to relate to you. You're a bit different. But I think that is because we've always treated you normally. So for you, it's a bit like, okay, well, I don't really know how to. That's not really me. And also, the other thing is that for those of you that might not know, there are different levels of Down syndrome. And to be honest, Eleanor doesn't have it like to the most severe level that you can have it. So I think for her, when she's met other people with Down syndrome, it's been a bit of like, oh, why are they doing kind of a few weird things? But, you know, we've tried to talk to you about that in the past and said, oh, it's because they've got, you know, a different level of Down syndrome and that's just how they behave. But I think you should be proud that you're able to relate to people in the way that you can, and you can have conversations with people on a normal level, which I think is really good. Are you happy about that?
Yeah.
Good. So Eleanor, I think for now, that is all I have to ask you. Guys, if you have any comments or you want to know anything else, then please put it in the comments section below if you've got any questions or anything like that. I hope you've enjoyed my little discussion with my little sister Eleanor, and I hope you've been able to take something positive from it. We all have different journeys and different experiences, but if there's anything that you can relate to from our experience, then I hope it does help you. And yeah, whatever you're doing for the rest of your day, have a great one. Lots of love from the both of us. Bye.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove me